Alright, people. I think I've figured out what I need to do to go forward. First of all, welcome back to the Loblocke. Viewers who were here last time and the last episode, you know how it went down. You know, the chaos that ensued. People who have not seen previous episodes, I won't spoil it, but you should definitely go watch the entire series up until this point. It's awesome. But man, I've never done a shill like that. That was kind of weird. I know what to do. We need to memory repository again. Now, that means we'll have a lot of people sitting here because they're all dead. But that means I will have more lob, first of all. And I will have more time to grind for more lob as well as grind for more levels. Which means I can create more characters. Which is kind of good for us. We kind of need to do that. So I'm gonna have to remember who's alive. I'll take screenshots and then recreate the people I made last time, and then add new people. But yes, I've taken a screenshot of everything now. That means we'll know who are dead and who are alive. So let's rewind to the memory repository. Get all of our lob back that we had at that point, because I checked what we had at that point and it was pretty good. So yeah, 101 lob. Mason, I guess we'll be able to see who all died. Yeah, everyone who doesn't have a shirt on. That's not right though, because Toby died. Let's put everyone who is not dead here first, so we know. Angelina, Roland, Mason is dead. Yeah, all the rest of them are dead. Man. This is depressing. Okay, and all of these people are alive. Roland in safety. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it looked like before as well. All of these people are dead. Oh, how depressing. Truly. I guess Daphne could possibly be promoted. Yeah, I think I'll promote Daphne. Okay, and now I need to create the other people again. It does look like I might need to create Lunar again. I don't remember when Lunar was created. But apparently they weren't. They were created within this memory repository, so I'll have to create them again too. Okay, everyone is back. And we have enough to create a few more people. So we'll create 3 more people. That's what I'll do. I'll create 3 more people. Fill out the top layers a bit more, so we have... Actually, fill out the bottom layers a bit more, so we have more defenses down there in case things break out. And in case we need to suppress things quickly, up here we can deal with everything. So, to the wheel. Let's spin for 3 people. We got Aurora. I don't remember Aurora, but I'm sure I'll find them. Aurora and... Yuri? Aurora, Yuri, and finally... Steve. Which I think was just a guy. Which is kind of funny. I will go and make those, and then you'll see me again. Wait! Oh, it's Yuri! Isn't this the person that really wanted their character to get in? I'm so happy. Let's see, let me do them justice then. In that case. I'll make sure they survive. I swear it. Yuri is in. And Yuri will be placed in... Oh, you seem like a welfare character. I think Steve. Yeah, Steve. It's Steve from accounting. That's what you are. You're Steve from accounting now. I'm into this. And then we have Aurora. And finally, Aurora. So Steve was created by Owaya. Not sure how to pronounce that, but Owaya. And a little bit of backstory. Steve doesn't know how he ended up here, and he honestly doesn't know what's going on, but he has been here so long that he's just too afraid to ask. Yeah, that makes sense. And then Yuri was created by Yuri Thornage 2163. And this little goofball was my first nugget I customized, made sure they survived the entire game through 3 different facilities, even used them to solo Apocalypse Bird. I will keep them safe, if I can. And they've also soloed Violet Midnight, which is kinda sick. Kinda sick. What the heck? And then finally, let me find Aurora. And then, so this is Steve. This is Yuri. Finally, let me find Aurora, and then we'll be on our way. Is made by @zombie5176. No lore, but they were their personal nugget. Well, this is our team now. We have a few more people than we had originally, and let's just get into it, right? Let's just get into it. Let's see how we do. I'm gonna grind a lot. Okay, let's just get through this day then. Right, let's just get through this day. We'll have everyone train their stuff. You need to train your justice. I want Yuri to also work with Grace Hoots. Okay, well, if nothing interesting happens, I'll just skip through this day. But you'll see me once I feel that my grinding has been done sufficiently. Yeah, great. Exactly as I expected, nothing bad happened. Or, well, nothing interesting happened. I've just been grinding. I do not want to deal with the Dusk, so I am workday completing at this point. 6 promoted. You love to see it. Look at that. Evgeny, Justice level 5. Lunar, Temperance to level 4. Amazing. Jonathan, Fortitude to level 5. Veneer, Fortitude and Temperance to level 5. Crit, Prudence to level 5. Steve, 555 all across the board. Yuri, 5 Fortitude, 5 Justice. Amazing. Grinding is working out. And let's pick an Abno. Okay, the Silent Orchestra, Smiling Faces. I do not like any of these. Here comes Magical Girl. Okay. I've never had to deal with this one. The other ones I do know how to deal with. So let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Okay, the bees. The bees, I like the bees' armor, and they're not terrible to deal with, so I'll take that. And let's put that one in the records team so we get everything balanced and nice. We love balance and we love nice things. Okay, and let's just move on immediately. We don't have anything to dwell on. We'll just go for it. Now then. You have been... Yeah, now you can work with Clouded Monk, because Clouded Monk is awesome. You... Instinct work? I don't remember. Which is not very good. Actually, I think you should work, because you are resistant to red damage, while Aurora can work with Clouded Monk, because she's resistant to white damage. That's the way to do it. Okay, well, I'll see you guys at the end of it again. Excuse me. Okay, that was weird. Man, Queen Bee really has actually pretty great armor. Why have I never realized that? Oh, that's where those sounds were coming from. Well, I'm glad you guys handled it without my help. And thanks, Hawkmo, for not fucking telling me. Oh, right. Because that's because Queen Bee technically doesn't escape. It's like, bruh. Bruh. Ooh, look at those spores. Well, let's kill the clerks then. That's what it was. Thanks for telling me, Angela. Why is it Angela that says that? I've never noticed that. I never thought about that. Why is it Angela that says that? It's kind of weird. Okay, we're nearly at the end of the day again. Don't want to deal with Dusk, as usual. We'll grind up until that point. And then we'll move on with our lives to the next day. And then we'll grind on that day too. It's gonna be a lot of this. At least it's gonna be very easy to edit. That's for sure. Especially as long as nothing dramatic happens. Which, up until now, nothing like that has really happened, so. Red Shoes is good for grinding. It's not dangerous to us. And it also trains both Fortitude and Insight. Will we finally make it past day 42? Time to find out. Oh. I'll just stop the day, whatever. Okay, one promoted. That should be mystery, yeah. And everyone else is leveling up nicely. I think that means everyone is level... I think everyone is level, yeah now. Okay, what do we get? We got the train again, so let's see if we can not get the train. Okay, the train is still there. So we'll see. Maybe this is when we get it. And if I do... Okay. I was gonna say if I do, I'll deal with it, but luckily... they love me. Yeah. Goodbye. Okay, now we level up Extraction. And we're almost there. Almost at the Core Suppression. That's gonna be a big deal, one could say. Let me take that off for you, Steve. You need to look normal. Yuri, I think you should be... I think that works for you. I think this look befits you. Mystery, you can stay as that. Aurora... We do have one pink left. Jonathan is getting a whole look, so I don't think we should change Jonathan. Actually, how about Yuri can get pink? That also fits. Yeah, that works for Steve. Look as generic as possible. No weaknesses. Nobody has weaknesses except for, you know, the universal weakness. That is hail damage. We continue on. What do we need to practice? Who needs to train? Who hasn't got, like, everything? Are you maxed out? Yeah, all you need to do is work on justice now. And once again, I'll see you at the end of the day. Oops. The red shoes is on the loose. Well, we should be able to handle it, right? Did that suppress it? Damn, that was easy. That's where we end it once again. God damn. God damn! Many level ups from everyone. Which is what we'd like to see. Now the question is, what the fuck are we gonna do? That's not a flower. Wait, is it... Are these items and abnormalities in the same one? I forget how... Okay, well, let's go for it. I like these options. Okay! Judgment Bird. Hell yeah! Okay, Ben is maxed out, which means we're gonna get to hear her story. We'll finally be able to do the core suppression. So that's gonna be something. And then we'll max out the records team and everything will be fine and dandy. Look at Steve. I think this is a good look for you. Okay, very cool, very cool. It is better armor, technically. But you look cool in that, so I'm keeping it. Look, I still like my aesthetics, okay? No, I realize this is probably not very interesting to watch so far, but I'm hoping to get to the core suppression so we can actually get content in this. I do have a plan for Binna. We're gonna see if it works out. Hopefully it does. It's gonna involve hiring more people though. We're gonna need at least 2 people in every department. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to hire 6 people. We need to hire 6 people. Potentially. Not necessarily, but potentially. Let's go for get through this day, baby. Just get through the day. As we always do. Oh my god, everyone's justice is finally up to snuff. Most of these people are alright on levels now. Yeah, I think I'll just Aleph. Do Alephs this time around, and then we'll be done with it. I'm taking a liking to Steve. He has become very cool very quickly. Somehow. Yeah. Okay, let me just get through this. And then we'll get on with our lives once again. Ah, finally. Finally! I've been waiting for Roland to get Mimicry. That is very good. Now I just need you to get the helmet, but... that's less of a priority. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Let's be careful here. Oh, you got the helmet! Yuri got the helmet. Hell yes. Incredible. I'll probably take it off so it doesn't look like that, but... yeah, that's great. Even more damage. Yeah, we can make it to the end of this without issue. Again, I don't want to do the noon. You know how it is. You know how it is. That's it. That's it. Ugh. Very scary. The time is upon you. It's time to complete the final piece of the puzzle you have been missing. May you have the best of luck on the last leg of your journey. Saying something like I hope you will finally be happy, or that some of the leftover pain can be relieved now, have long become empty words. There are several more things I would like to say, but let me sum them up into one sentence. I wish you success this time. I enjoyed being with you for not only these 45 days, but also the moments you don't remember. Just one last Zephyr you need to meet. I feel like I read this already. It's been a long week. Definitely did not read this already. You told me to sacrifice all of your body without hesitation. Would you have made the same choice if you knew that we would end up like this? I always ask myself that. This is no man's land, the place of silence. Most employees that visit and stay here lose their mind and embrace oblivion. It has been a long while since I had a proper conversation with someone. Maybe you were confused with the idea that I'm the only resident here. But there is in fact a companion of mine that passes the eternity with me. Let me introduce her to you. You created the bucket by reconstructing, dividing, and proliferating Carmen's body. And you managed to extract E.G.O, the so-called fluid of life and death. At first, only a small dose could be extracted, but enigmatically, that fluid started to gush out infinitely, and now has formed a pool. Can you see her? She's watching us from underneath the spring. When everything becomes too burdening, I quietly stare into the bottom. I feel as if she and I were the only two in the world when I do so. Sometimes it feels like she's talking to me, even though all that's left of her is just an amalgamation of flesh, brain, neurons, and unknown tentacles drifting beneath the spring. Someone injected herself with E.G.O, following her own principles, and someone else went mad for witnessing what happened. Another gave up his own body and fell into a state of limbo, unable to live or die, and the one that couldn't persevere herself through all this ended up confessing everything to the head. This is the collaboration of despair that you and her created. You still aren't qualified to look toward the bottom of the spring. To do so, you must look directly towards the path you travel. Do you seek redemption? Or do you seek to redeem me along with all the others that are trapped here? Whatever it is, maybe you think that saving this facility from sin as you have planned will fix everything for you. Just think for a moment. Even you, who hasn't left this facility for such a long time. You should be aware that people are hopelessly being killed by abnormalities in other branches even as we speak. And it's not just them. All the wings have their own painful stories, repeating perpetually. In the nests, in the back streets, in the ruins, and in the outskirts. A pain much greater than what you have seen here prevails in the world. I've observed everything conscientiously. Sorry, I can't say that word. For I didn't obsess myself with an unreachable ideal to lock myself up in a cramped room like you. The world you looked up at and the one I looked down upon are that much different. You captured me alive and tortured me to your heart's content, but still were sunken in despair. And someone will replace me as one of the arbiters of the head, swinging their claws at people like you. Even if you were to break the cycle somehow, it would be a completely useless affair. Broken wings will outstretch anew. The brief resistance will be forgotten soon, and people will continue living, not for a purpose nor a dream, but rather simply because they cannot die. You may think that you have brought me down, yet as you can see, I'm still at the peak, looking down upon you lot while you writhe like insects. I eagerly wait for the moment you fall into despair after realizing that this cycle of pain will never end. I want to see you kneel before the might of destiny, resigning yourself to fate. Go on, slowly, despair and succumb to your fate. Try to resist to the very end and ultimately break yourself. As the last bits of your resistance melt away, we shall be the subterranean water that quietly flows underneath the earth.
She was mortally wounded by Callie, but she was our only way out. It was a miracle that we captured her alive. We were too far down the road filled with remorse and regret to feel any sort of guilt. Probe her head. Probe her head! How to avoid the head's pursuit, the means to join the ranks of the wings, and the way for us, the few, to survive. It was impossible to figure those out on our own. She was hardly breathing, but her encephalon was still active. That was all we needed. We probed through her head like we did to Carmen. We searched for the way out. After that, we arduously gathered up every single bit of those deformed pieces. The sentinel who guards the gates of hell must always be in despair. Such despair that they cannot even fall into the depths of hell. Manifestation of Clypha due to Sephira breakdown. Suppression of Sephira's core required.
Yep. This is it. Oh, it's time to make or break. God, I am nervous as hell. Well, I have a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, but it's my plan. These people have been trained now. They can take what's down below. Thus, I will take them down below. This makes sense. Jonathan, you can go to disciplinary. Britt, you can go to disciplinary. They have been trained arduously for this very moment. And what we need are a few more people. Just a couple. Handle the weaker abnormalities, so we don't need to make them too strong. We have enough to make a few of them. God, I am so nervous. But let's turn our attention to the wheel. We'll still obviously spin it. We will be making... We'll have to make 6 people. And that is also the limit of what we can make. That is the limit at this point until architecture opens up. We only have 6 people left we can hire, so let's just go all out, shall we? I mean, it's do or die at this point. We either win or we don't win, and there's not any in between. Let's spin the wheel. Make 6 people. First person. Korea. I remember Korea. That's 1. We move on. Korea. Relly. God, I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. Renum. If that is how you pronounce it. 3 more. Okay, let's do this. Lumu? Lumu. Not many people left on the wheel. Yum Yum. Yes! The successor to Bong Bong. And final person to be added will be Af. That'll be Af. Okay, I'll be back when I've made all of them. I'm now realizing that we already had Af a while back. I apparently put him back on the wheel when it crashed that one time, so let's spin one more time, baby! Yay! Replace Af with E.G.O. Now, E.G.O. I'm sure we have not had. Okay, that's it. I'll get back to it. Okay, there we go. That took a second, but that's because a lot of them had a lot of elaborate backstory. We have all of them now. Each place has 2 people in it. We're gonna have 3 people in one place. That'll be the most dangerous place, probably. Yeah, okay. And all of them had a lot of elaborate lore, and all of them were like spread out across all the videos, so it took me a second to find all of them. Yeah, let's go Yum Yum first. I know this is what Yum Yum actually looks like, but I forgot, and I didn't really care to look it up, so that's our Yum Yum. Our Yum Yum will look like this. Then we have E.G.O. Let's go over E.G.O. E.G.O. was created by David Cameron 3745 and has a bit of a long backstory. E.G.O. was one of the lucky ones, having been born in the U-Corp wing, shielded from all the dangers and pain of the world by his parents, who lived through it all, seeing how people suffer. He was raised, shielded, and spoiled. Anyone else would probably grow up to be full of themselves, egotistical and self-censored, but surprisingly E.G.O. is quite quiet and kind. Having rebelled from his own parents at the age of 24, he searched for something, perhaps a greater goodness in the world. Almost every door was open to him, and not wanting to work for U-Corp, he enlisted to the most exciting thing he could find, the relatively recently formed Lobotomy Corporation. His mind worked differently. All the horrible things that was going on in the halls of this place, all the abnormalities, it's like his mind didn't quite process all of that, shielding the naive E.G.O. like his parents did. The sunshine amongst bleak and depressing atmosphere of the extraction team. Well, you know, I can't really put him in extraction team right now, unfortunately. We have priorities, which is surviving. Next one. Okay, Renum by Mellyfellas 3968. He's a self-made man of intelligence, culture, and insight. He came from a very poor family and has to provide for them in any way he finds possible. That's one of the reasons why he works at such a dangerous place. He used to be a high-grade fixer, but found that type of risk-reward ratio unwise if he wished to continue to provide for his family. His elder brother died in mysterious circumstances, possibly because of an anomaly not in L-Corp. While thoughtful and quick to grasp different concepts and also very curious by nature, he has a lot of duties and is very responsible. He is also extremely lonely and pensive. Everyone sees an effective facade, a mask of a person so very friendly and helpful. But deep inside, he has no one who understands him. No one but the stars. Dealing with a lot of philosophical ennui from earliest of years, he doesn't understand why he was born and tries to find meaning of life in making the world around him a little bit better. Random thinks too much, and that's his weakness. While rational and wise, he's also quite prone to harming himself and overthinking. He's fascinated by the unknown, and looking at stars reminds him of how small we all really are. So true. Now then, let's move on to Korea. Korea, awesome lore. Applied after reading the wiki, looking for something interesting to do. Has endless curiosity about abnormalities, but doesn't tell anyone why. I think they're funny, they say. Favorite abnormality is the wolf. That is so funny. I'm laughing. Hee 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 hee. Lumu. Very cool design. I like it. Lumu isn't actually a new hire at by Renew 500. And Korea was by a Peewee. Backstory. Lumu isn't actually a new hire at Loblocke. She's been working there for quite some time, but due to her poor luck and attempts to escape the constant pecking of one little bird, she ended up lost in the lower parts of the building for a while. No one is really sure how she's still alive, or why she suddenly found her way back again, but Lumu certainly hopes her good luck stays around from now on. And then finally, Relly. This is by Roy Khan. This isn't even one of my first nuggets, but definitely my MVP. Somehow surviving against nothing there when my computer lagged and I lost everything to it during Post-suppress. I'm getting a bit of deja vu. And I lost, then proceeded to solo it and then died on White Midnight due to a misclick. Okay, well you'd like the... Relly wants the Pianta de la Lune. So we'll give you Pianta de la Lune, that's completely fine by me. Now, for everyone else, we kind of need like an overall good armor that we can also easily get back in case they die. Because, you know, I'm expecting some of you to die. Korea's favorite was the wolf, so I'll give her the wolf. I don't know if they actually need weapons. I don't think they'll need weapons, because we'll give them weapons if they survive, but right now they're here to be able to respond to meltdowns. That's their main objective. Angelina, you can go there. Lunar, you can go up in the safety team. So the plan is... rabbits. I've cheesed this suppression with rabbits before, but it must be said that I had a lot more people when I did that. I want to read up on the core suppression, because I think I don't remember clearly what happened. I remember being way too focused on the day 49 fight, which is a lot worse, and that's going to be completely awful, because that we might have gotten through everything and then we just die there. It's very possible. But we can't lose too many people either, is the thing now. We don't have many slots left. Once architecture opens, we'll have 5, but that's it. We only have 5 refills left. So, core suppressions. And when we enter here, we won't be able to leave, so a little scary, you know? So, I realized I did an absolutely terrible job of actually explaining how this core suppression works, and I do want to make things clear to people who are seeing this game for the first time through me. So I've recorded this voiceover to explain it retroactively. The main mechanics include the following. She has 3 waves, and during each wave, she's going to trigger unique meltdowns across the entire facility. Responding to these meltdowns is crucial to being able to defeat her. Doing them include things such as stunning her, giving her weaknesses, because most of the time, normally, she will be resistant to everything, or even immune to everything. So, basically, you have to do them. Every time she triggers these meltdowns, she'll also summon spikes, and later, in her later phases, she'll summon waves that move across the entire facility and do a lot of damage. So it's kind of fucked. And also, on top of that, on the third phase, you can't pause. Now, the plan. So, it's pretty simple. She spawns an extraction. We trap her there with the rabbits. Then we respond to the meltdowns while the rabbits are fighting her, so that we don't even have to deal with her. Not directly, anyway. And this is definitely going to work exactly as planned, with no problems. Actually, maybe it would be a good idea to give people weapons, now that I think about it, because if army breaks out, then... Which, well, if army breaks out, more like when army breaks out, then we'll want to be able to fight it, obviously. Okay. Now let's just go for it. And hope this works out. Killing clerks won't really do us much good. But one strategy I know that is tried and true is move everyone to elevators. It's never failed me before. You guys walk down there. You guys have your options. And you, one there. And one there. Let's see if this works. Okay, so we got some meltdowns. Meltdowns of white. Now, I don't know if the rabbit strategy is gonna work. I hope it will. I hope it will. But it might just be up to chance, I think. That's gonna suck. Well, we're getting all of them. This is fine. So far. Is that all of them? We should be able to get those relatively quickly. And then rabbits when she reaches the exit. So now. She's been stunned, has she? Yes. That means you only need to make it over there. Oh, they're tearing through her. Holy shit, they're tearing through her. Oh my god. Okay, she's next phase. Meltdown of gold. You keep working there. Okay. I'll have to wait some of these out. That's fine. I can't guarantee that people will survive. I will do my utmost to make sure they do. But there are no guarantees. God, I'm so nervous. You go in there. Okay, nobody's died, at least. Guess that's a good thing. Yeah, there goes. I mean, that was expected, right? But getting her down is more important. Oh, he's stuck in there too. Well, that's good at least. You go work with that one. Surely you must have ended this one, yeah. Come on, get in there. Okay, she'll get stunned, I think, now. Yes. Army will just have to cope, for real. She's not stunned, but she is weak. Am I missing a gold one? Oh, I think Army might have been gold, and then he broke out, so it didn't count, but that's fine. Don't have people who can take care of it right now, though. Best I can do is move everyone away. You guys could take care of this one, at least. Which is like the least least consequential one. They're kind of kicking her ass, though. I wish they would slow down a little, actually. It's a bit too much ass kicking right now. Oh, you should leave. Okay. We're in the final phase. This is when I would probably... Well, it's too late for that. Okay, I guess we'll just do it normally. I don't think it worked. Steve is dead, no. I need to keep charging that thing. Crit has been thrown into a panic. Well, we'll just see if this works. Did it? I don't think it did. But maybe they can take her. Yum Yum is dead. Crit has been thrown into panic. Let's take a quick check. Crit is... Yum Yum is probably dead. Steve is probably dead. But that served to reset things to a more manageable state, kind of. Which means I might be able to take it. These were some acceptable losses. Come on. I know they can do it. And if not, then we can take her for sure. Come on, rabbits. Come on, rabbits. Come on. Come on. Yes! Yes, okay. I'll take that. 3 dead? That's not that bad. That's not that bad. Well, it is kind of bad because we don't have many people. We don't have a lot left to fill it up. So Yum Yum died. Crit is dead, I'm pretty sure. Well, we'll just see. We'll just see. Holy shit. Oh my god, I did it. That was really quick. But I did it. Jeez, yeah, the more blood it has, it is a good day. All of these are fine. All of these are fine. Let's just roll on it. I can't believe it. I can't believe that went kind of okay. 1. That's like the most annoying one, but it's fine. Out of the 3. But I'll take it. It's whatever. Yet another place becomes a desolate wasteland in the end. Please spare me. I did everything you told me to. Don't you get any impression when the place you belong to has been reduced to ashes and dust? Since childhood, scenery such as a myriad of stars illuminating the sky, or the sun's radiant light beating down upon the earth couldn't impress me one bit. This, however, gives me a thrill that makes me thirst for more. But it's still not enough. My thirst has not been quenched just yet. Why are you trembling so much? Where'd the guts to betray your very own nest go? Please, let me go now. You got everything you wanted. The plan wasn't perfect by any means, but it wasn't all that bad either. Thanks to those that placed their trust in you, we get to have this magnificent view. Trust is one of my favorite weapons, you see. It leaves a great wound, no. The sweepers will arrive soon. Wherever there is trash, they'll always be on time to gather it up. It's a symbiotic relationship, so to speak. We're too busy to take care of all the dregs. No, please. Ah, yes, that face. Anything but the sweepers, please. That vivid expression on your face is the testament to life. Damn. My 2 best companions, silence and the metallic scent of black tea. Wouldn't you agree? Now, the next stop is that place. It's rather displeasing that I have to depend on the information from some orange-haired girl. But the weak and the vulnerable tend to yield greatly valuable information. What kind of faces will show me what it means to be alive next? The only things that could excite me were the dying and the crumbling. Only the sound of their last breath and the expressions they made while they cling to their fading life could satisfy me. I recognized a long time ago that you and I were no different. We are the mutants this epoch has created.
No, let's say that we are the new generation of humanity, fit better than anyone else to live through this age. That is why you could have planned all this. However, no matter what you achieve here, the world will not change at all. The wings on the rise, the organizations from the backstreets, the creatures in the outskirts, the abyss within the ruins, arbiters like me, the claws and the eye. You'll never have a chance against them alone. But simply idling here won't change the world either. If there are no more places to run to, hide in, or rest, then I will witness everything you have to do with my own eyes. I shall not close my eyes just because my eyelids are heavy, nor shall I turn away just because the sight is painful. Simply proceed like you always have. Then you may just triumph.
The eye facing the fear, breaking the cycle, 90% germination of the seed of light.
So you wish to hear an answer from me? I have already made my conclusion. I was full of myself at first. I thought you would never be able to do anything without me by your side when we first met. It turns out you were much more independent than I thought. Perhaps my assistance was not necessary in your journey after all. Therefore, you should not be seeking an answer from me anymore. Now you can clearly see the door, it appears. So, what do you think will be waiting for you behind that door?
A long time has passed since my loved ones left with their broken bodies and hearts. We finally met after taking such a long detour. I sent you a letter one day. That old, strange letter that had the same name for sender and recipient. It told you that we would meet soon. Why do you hesitate? Please, come with your mind at ease. I hope this environment satisfies you. I tried my best to recreate our office. You need at least one place in life to feel comfortable, don't you? However, I speculate you feel that this place is a bit more serene than you might remember, so to say. There are many reasons for that. This is a reflection of your heart, after all. The emptiness in your mind must be what makes this place so void. We weren't particularly fond of untidiness, but there she was, always making a mess out of an organized room. There were times when we were used to such messiness, giving up on cleaning the room. Sadly, our hearts couldn't bear to recreate such a moment. I am sure that now you know. This space changes to the rhythm of your heart. This office is born from your heart, siphoned up from your deepest subconsciousness. Yes, many parts of this facility were extricated and created from our minds. How did you think building such enormous underground structures in such a short period of time was possible? We needed multiple extractions until we finally solidified amorphous images into something tangible. We repeated it so many times until the memories were blurred and emotions were dulled, to a point where even the original sin was forgotten. Yes, there truly were countless repeats. It must have been roughly 10 years outside, while this entire facility has been trapped in the cycle for a length of 10,000 years. This eternity is fascinating. All humans are given only one life to live. The future comes to us like the relentless waves of the sea. We cannot go against them, we are merely pushed back. Time Track's technology could only reverse time in a very limited area. This tech was used for trivial things, such as granting an infinite moment of death to a condemned man, or to show to those whose days are numbered their happiest moments. However, when combined with our energy tech, this small technology could bloom into something bigger. We invested in them without hesitation, even though they required a massive amount of funding and energy. That's how Time Track's second invention came to life. If time could be reversed infinitely, we could reach the sky that seemed unreachable. Unfortunately, breaking an absolute law of nature cost us a lot. Although we could rewind time infinitely, it always left some form of distortion. Perhaps because this technology still has not been perfected. No man could keep their sanity intact in this place. But here you are. You've reached this point, even though you limped and groveled along the way. Of course, it wouldn't have been possible if not for Angela.
but it is a Herculean achievement that you went through that journey. Please let your body and mind rest, if just for a brief moment. You must be exhausted. The path after this will be brutal. Yeah, tell me about it, buddy. Extremely brutal. Us, we whom you will meet again, will also be brutal. They will not let you pass as simply as I do. If by any chance you think you're not ready yet, it is okay to go back to the first act. Nope, it's not. I can't do that. If you made it here once after such a long and hard time, you will surely come here again, no matter how long it takes. We literally have all the time in the world. There is no need to hurry. Just keep in mind that the situation will be much different if you move forward from here. You will be given harsh trials and faded, saturated questions we could not answer. And I am sure you already know this. You can reverse time, but you cannot reverse a tale. Yeah, man. Whatever you say. God. Yum Yum is dead. Crit is also dead, I'm pretty sure. I don't know who the other one was, but I guess we'll see. You will no longer be lost or destroyed. One of the wielder dies. Well, yeah, we won't have much use of that anymore. Let's move people back to the extraction team where they belong. Oh, Steve died. No, not Steve. I liked Steve. What the heck? Okay. Well, I'll fill this out again next time. All things considered, I'm surprised that many people survived that. Okay. Well, I think this episode will probably be pretty short, unlike when I uploaded. It took me quite some time to get through all that grinding. I mean, Binna went quickly though, so. But yeah, this will probably be a shorter episode, but I hope you'll understand that I need to take a break again. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. We're approaching the end. One way or another. One way or another, we are approaching the end. So, here's to that. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.